Happy Monday, guys. This week we're going to start on the train project. If you are watching this video right now, then you should be using OnShape in your browser. If you're using Fusion 360 or Inventor, please close out and go to that video now. So this is the train that we are going to be working on. Okay. This is a orthographic view with dimensions on it of the parts. Not the way I like to create things, but this is the way it's been given to us. This is what the train, this is a parts list of all of the train components. Of course, we will only build one wheel, one peg, one axle peg, one connector, and so forth and so on. But we're going to create all of this, and we're going to assemble this, and this will round the year out for us. You can find this in the Haiku in multiple different versions. The part that we're going to need today, that we're going to be working with, is the train body. So if you want to print that out, or work that up, or just follow my lead, this is the part we're going to create today. Okay, let me get set up here so that I can see my dimensions and my work screen. So, in OnShape, I've already opened up, signed in, as you can see up here. First thing I'm going to do is come over to Create and click on Document. I'm going to give this a name. The name for this is going to be just simply Train Body. And click OK. Alright, so I can open up and I can see my front, top, and right planes here. The first thing I'm going to do is make sure that I'm working with inches. So I'm going to come up here to where it says OnShape in the upper left side of the tool ribbon, and the document menu, and I'm going to come down to workspace units and make sure that this is in inches. We'll be working in inches, not feet. All of our measurements are standard. So we're going to click on inch, click the green check mark, and then we're going to go ahead and begin. I want the front of this, the front view of this, to be the side of the train. So I'm going to go ahead and click Sketch, click on the front view, and I'm going to click on my view cube front to bring that perpendicular to my side of view. I'm going to start out looking at this train body from the side. I can see I need this to be 5.5 inches long. So I'm going to start with a 2-point rectangle. And I'm going to create a rectangle, come up to Dimension, the Dimension tool, and make this 5.5. Okay, now looking at the side of this, I can see that I have to go to the secondary view to determine what the total height is, but that's okay. I want to make it too tall because I've got to create an arc on the very top anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and make this 4 inches tall. I'm going to click the green check mark and get into isometric view. and extrude that a depth. Let me take a look at my dimensions here real quick. My total depth is 2 inches. Type 2. Click the green check mark, and I'm good. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is do the cutout for the front section. So I'm going to put a sketch on this front side of this rectangle, turn it perpendicular to me. Now I can see that the height of this is 0.88 and the remainder is 1.75. So I'm going to put a 2-point rectangle right here so that it's above there. And I'm going to dimension this distance here as, there we go. Measurements tell me that that's 1.75. And that the distance from the bottom of our new rectangle to the bottom of the train is 0.88. Okay, I'm going to, it doesn't matter what the rest of the size is because I'm going to cut this away. I'm going to click on that, click on extrude, and I'm going to choose, instead of new or add or intersect, I'm going to choose to remove all of this way 2 inches. All right, why didn't that work? Can I go back there? Okay, let me try that again. Remove. If I click on this arrow, I can drag right through that too. Okay, that worked that time. I'm not quite sure what I did wrong there. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tank on the front of this. So I'm going to put a sketch on the front surface and turn this so that I'm looking perpendicular again. And I'm going to draw a circle someplace above the top there. It says that the radius is 0.75. So I'm going to click somewhere here, create this circle, and then I'm going to dimension it to be 2 times 0.75 because it's showing me the diameter. So 2 times 0.75 is 1.5. And then checking my dimension sheet, it says that the center of this circle is 1.38 from the bottom. So I click on the center of the circle, the bottom, Make that 1.38. Hit enter. And I need it to be in the center. So that's going to be 1 inch from the side there. Or just 1. Going to click OK. And I'm going to come up here, turn it to an isometric view. And I'm going to extrude again. This circle, click on the circle. And I want to click add. And I'm just dragging it all the way to the end into the rest of that material. I'm going to click enter. So the train body is starting to come to life here. Now, I need to turn this around so that I can see the back of it. So I'm going to put a sketch on the back side now. And I'm going to scroll to right here. I'm going to have to put a hole that is 1/4 of an inch in diameter, 0.5 deep. That T with an arrow on it signifies that this hole is how deep it is. It's 0.5. And it has to be 3/8 of an inch or 0.375 inches from the bottom. And then this radius of 2.35 is going to be cut into the top. That's our top dimension. So I'm going to start by putting the 1/4 inch circle here. 0.25. Oops. I keep forgetting that this is not Inventor. Go to the Dimension tool. 0.25. And in order to put it in the center, I need to click on the center part, that circle, click on the edge, make that 1. And then they said 3/8, which is 0.375 from the bottom. 0.375. And I can go ahead and click on that and then extrude that circle. I need to be able to see this. I need to turn it on an isometric angle. And I want to remove not 1 inch, but 0.5. Click OK. And I have the hitch peg hole in the back. The next thing I need to do is to cut an arc, or to draw an arc. So I have to draw a new sketch on this back side. And I'm going to push down on my zoom wheel on my mouse to drag this down a little bit. And I want to draw a center point arc from the center of this hole I'm going to just come up here, click once, and move it over to here. Get done, and I'm going to dimension this arc to be, says that it has a radius of 2.35. So I click on the dimension tool, click on the arc, click there once, and then 2.35. Comes down to there. Now I can't extrude from that. I have to make a profile. I got to make it a loop in order to extrude it. So I'm just going to come up and click on the line tool. Click on the line. Come over and click on the end of that arc. Come up here, click once, click twice, click another time, and then I'm going to come back to the end. So I've made this weird shape that created a profile, a closed loop, so I can click finish on this, and then I'm going to turn this on an angle. I'm going to extrude that weird shape. I'm clicking both the outside and the inside there. And then I'm clicking remove. It automatically goes the other way. I'm going to click through all so as it knows to go through all of the material. Like that. Click on the check mark. And I have one more thing I want to do to this before I'm done today. And that is to put the window in the cab area. So before I do that, I want to show you what measurement it is I'm talking about. This window area right here. So you can see this is measured. It is a hole with two flats on it. And it's measured 1.75 from the bottom. And the center of that hole is 0.25 from the back. So I'm going to put a sketch on this side of the body, and I'm going to create a circle and just put it someplace on the side there, and then dimension it. Click dimension, make the circle. It says that it has a radius of 0.5, so that means it has a diameter of 1 inch. Let me turn so I can see this here. Let me push down on my wheel on my mouse so that I can drag this around, pan the image. Now I want to dimension from the center of the hole to the back. Okay. And I need that dimension to be 0.25 inches. Okay. I now need the center of that hole to be click on the center and the bottom. I need that to be 1.75. All right. Now, this does not have these arches. So what I need to do is to create a line from the top center of this circle, coming back horizontally, doesn't matter how far. I'm going to hit escape so that I am out of that so I can start a new line. Click on that line, Need that to be at the center. And come out here someplace and just click and then connect those. And then we're going to use the trim tool again to cut out this extra line here. Finish the sketch. Turn that on an isometric view and extrude. Come on. Boy, you're running slow. Remove. So we're doing a subtractive move all the way through that. Click OK. Come up here. Okay. And I forgot this automatically saves. So we're saved. And that is going to be our work for today and tomorrow, is to create this train body and save it. But it saves, I keep forgetting, this saves automatically. Work history, main, start, space, change, yes. Rename, document, work, copy workspace, close document. And there it is, train body. So that's our work for today and tomorrow, guys. Please do the best you can. Contact me with any questions and let me know. Good luck and have a great day, guys.